Hello, and welcome back to the penultimate episode, the penultimate update of Destiny.
We finally made it.
Yes, we have, and we're in Fellwinter Peak, and we're going to be doing things. Oh my, are we going to be doing things? Oh god, you have no idea. Okay, so I mentioned last update that we were going to be obtaining Gjallarhorn. The Rise of Iron variant. Now, Gjallarhorn was available as a Year 1 random drop exotic. I never got it. However, I did get this one. And part of the process is finding at least 5 secret items scattered around patrol locations and in missions. And in one specific case, the one we're looking at doing here, is climbing a mountain. Why?
It's Python's favorite thing to do.
Why is Python climbing the mountain?
He wants to hug the mountain. Yes. Creative platforming and also falling all the way back down again.
And here's where I'm trying to figure out, okay, I'm going the wrong way. Where do I go? Full disclosure, this is actually the second time I'm making this climb. The first time I didn't quite get a good recording of it, so I'm going to get to the top of this mountain, and there's going to be nothing there to pick up, because I have already obtained the thing. So, fair warning. Don't get your hopes up too much. But I will get to the top of this fucking mountain.
Or he'll die multiple times trying.
Oh, yes. So, Destiny... there's a lot of platforming in both Destiny games, except for the most part, they don't expect you to do it in third person without your double jump. So this is altogether a different sort of ordeal than most of the platforming challenges in the game. Lots of little sloped angles and such that you just kind of bounce off of and slide through, and it's just terrible. I don't like this much.
Yes, physics-based momentum.
Mm-hmm.
If you touch a slight downturn that you weren't meant to sit on, you'll just slide forever. Because video game physics are hard.
So yeah, this is at 5 times speed, by the way. This took me about half an hour of just straight recording, jumping up a mountain.
Aren't you glad that this has been fast-forwarded for your convenience?
Oh, don't you even worry. I was gonna make you sit through all of this. And by you, I mean you, Fox.
I would have quit. Second last video, I'm out. You can do the last video yourself.
But no, I rethought that plan, and this is what we got. So this is actually going to be 2 missions in one, plus this, hence the 40-minute runtime.
Makes sense to me.
But yeah, so there is, while I'm jumping up this mountain, there is something I would like to bring up that I haven't really mentioned up to now. And that is, with late Taken King, early Rise of Iron, they added a secondary kind of trophy system beside the Grimoire called the Books of Triumph. And collecting all of these little items that I'm trying to climb this mountain to get one that I've already gotten, that's part of it. There's triumphs for all sorts of things. And interesting to note is that they took it out for the first year of Destiny 2 and then brought it back come Forsaken. Not sure why that is. So Destiny 2 launched without a Grimoire or the Triumphs, which was an interesting decision.
They basically said, you know, this one game we spent years building up to be really great, let's burn it all to the fucking ground. I'm pretty sure they just... I don't know. They just basically thought, let's just repeat exactly what we did with Destiny 1. Like, to the start.
I don't think it's as much that. I'm willing to give Bungie the benefit of the doubt on this one and say that Activision was breathing down their necks saying, sell more units. And Bungie thought, okay, how do we do that? And came up with the idea of kind of watering things down a little bit in terms of, like, grind and all sorts of, like, the collectibles and the achievement stuff. The first raid was also a little simple in terms of like mechanics they've done in the past, but we'll get more into that once we actually start up Destiny 2 at some point this year.
Yes. You guys thought this was going to take a long time.
Destiny 2 shouldn't take that much time. In terms of like missions and mission structure, Destiny 2 definitely has I wouldn't say it's shorter, but if you know what you're doing and you know where you're going and you have friends, like we may have friends, hint hint, Destiny 2 will likely it'll take a lot less time than this would it did. Words are hard.
Yeah, let's just say Destiny 2 as a newer release will have a potentially larger goon player base than Destiny 1 does. Wow, after so long at 5 times speed, this looks like you're in slow motion.
Yeah, this is not it, Chief.
That's not the way to go.
No, that's the way to go, but physics told me no. But yeah, this is pretty much the final leg of the climb.
So thankfully, they didn't spawn you all the way down the bottom.
Oh no, this thankfully has some pretty somewhat lenient checkpoints in places. Especially once you go around the side of the mountain, it starts getting a little easier. But starting the climb is pretty much the hardest part. After that, all of the platforms become a little bit more noticeable. They aren't like...
I think they said, everyone's had enough of making love to this mountain, let's make it easy.
So I'm trying my hardest to like make slight horizontal leaps instead of going forward, just to kind of ease up on the momentum and ha!
Again. You're going halfway down the mountain again, aren't you?
No. We're pretty close to where I was.
Oh, good news, I suppose.
Yeah.
Don't worry, Python will get it at some point.
It's close. It's really close, actually. But
He lied. This whole video is him trying to get up the mountain.
If only. That would have made a fantastic April Fool's joke video, but no.
You're locked in for 38 minutes.
Nope.
This is the video. Click off now.
Nope. There's the fire. The thing is off in that little corner I'm looking at now with that skeleton. There's a guy sitting on the fire. You know, just normal Guardian things, really. But yeah,
as you do.
That's climbing the mountain. Except I couldn't grab the thing. You have now
become William Shatner.
You have now experienced this portion. But that's enough of that.
Now called Bannerfall is
The most painful part is over.
Yeah, now we get to actually shoot things.
It was also home
my
to the
favorite.
workshop Physio Crux used to develop a weapon worthy of the Iron Lords.
I do enjoy actually being able to play the video game. Or I guess in this case, watch the video game being played.
Hey, if you stick with Destiny 1 long enough, you will make that mountain climb yourself.
Yes.
Gjallarhorn is that powerful that you will want it.
Well, we're going to find out, aren't we?
Any idea where we should start?
Oh, hey, it's Crucible.
I've asked
What?
that full power be restored
Is
to
it?
the tower while you are there.
Nope.
Oh.
You should be able
I just
to
heard your
access
ghost talking about
Bannerfall's
Crucible.
core database.
I don't know. I
Got it.
glossed over
We'll let
it.
you
I
know
didn't
what we
quite
find.
see what he said. So I'm actually going to use this freaking hand cannon. It's not Bane of Chelchis. It's Harrowed Zawuli's Bane. It's a Taken King weapon. It's pretty good if you like hand cannons. I don't.
Yeah, It seems like there's a few variants of
The tower
epic
database
weapons.
has everything pretty clearly marked.
Legendary, I
I
should
have
say, sorry.
locations for Faisal's workshop and
Wait,
the
no.
archives.
Yeah, you got it
Yeah,
right.
Check the
legendary.
archives first.
So you have
Tyler,
legendaries
how many
that
towers
just
licenses are left?
At city's height,
a
the
weapon
Titans held
that
a
has
wall
purple
of
on it,
8 towers
and then there's
along its
named
length.
legendaries, which are
Most
kind of
have been
like
destroyed.
exotics but not as powerful.
Right. Well, in some cases, they can be, in the right situations, as powerful as like an exotic would be. Like
Yeah, for example, if you did any Crucible in Destiny 2, Better Devils, which everyone used for the longest time.
except for me, because I am not a trend follower. I'm a trend setter, sir.
This is the right
Was your
area.
translating
Let's see
dying
what
a
we
lot?
can find.
No.
These are combat logs from New Monarchy's final assault on the Concordat. Still hard to believe.
So, Gjallarhorn, huh?
Rise against the speaker.
Yeah.
This is some pretty incendiary propaganda from New Monarchy.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
denouncing
So
Lysander
this
the
first
Concordat.
mission, I didn't quite
Glad I
record the
wasn't
first time I
around
went
the
through
city
it.
for this.
So this is actually recorded after I got Gjallarhorn, but I figured it might be jarring if I was using Gjallarhorn in the mission to unlock Gjallarhorn.
Front and
So
center. Let's head to his workshop next.
That makes sense to me. I don't know what you're talking about.
Snake, no, you'll create a time paradox. So we're basically just running around scanning a bunch of things. The shooting will start very soon, I promise.
Baron, Viceroy, Charlemagne. This is a bunch of development
And there's a name drop for the other decent exotic rocket launcher.
These components match the notations on the Gjallarhorn blueprints.
Huh.
We've got what we need.
I guess that's good. I don't know. It's not in Destiny 2, so I don't know what it does.
I used it in the LP, I'm pretty sure, at some point. I just don't remember when that is. You know, 4 years of doing this will do that to you.
The Fallen are here.
Mm-hmm.
But I do have a truth, and I'm pretty sure I used it at some point.
But it may take some time to get
Oh, you
there.
probably did. I just don't pay enough
Can't
attention.
let them take part of the wall. The turrets. If we can activate the automated defenses,
So,
we can hold
yeah,
the Fallen
hand
until the Hawks
cannons.
get
Let's talk about hand cannons for a moment here. In Destiny 1, they weren't really so hot, mostly because twin stick aiming is. Hand cannons require a lot of precision as well as a lot of like flick aiming to operate well, and I lack both of those things with a stick.
We won't talk about that.
Oh god. I hate hand cannons.
Maybe the hand cannon is not the problem.
No, the hand cannon is definitely the problem. So yeah, we're trying to.
all we can do. I'm reading Fallen all
Well,
around
we've
us.
gotten what we needed technically, but now we have to protect this tower from the Fallen, make sure they don't explode the damn thing.
There's also the fact I feel like headshots are a little bit harder in Destiny 1.
Yes and no.
Maybe it's mouse and keyboard is just superior. Who knows?
I think that might be it. Also, sometimes the aim adjust on Destiny 1 is a little overzealous, so you could try and adjust against it and just go a little too far, you know. It's just
Makes sense.
It's one of those things. It's console shooter problems.
Boy, aren't there a lot of those? Yet, for some reason, it's the most popular form of playing FPSs.
It's accessibility. Not everyone is liable to build their own rigs, and those that do not, like, and those that end up buying computers generally don't buy one quite powerful enough to play like the newer FPS games and whatnot. Stuck playing.
I
Old
feel
Doom.
like that's just. Wait a second. I feel like that's just like purposefully gimping yourself.
I mean, yes, I suppose.
From a affordability standpoint, it all makes sense. But if you could afford a decent computer and you chose to go with a console instead, then that was me shaking my head.
Well, I mean, there's also the fact that, like, yes, one person would be able to afford a console pretty simply, and that means, like, friends also play into it. A lot of people play console, so a lot of their friends play console, and that sort of thing. It's just a self-perpetuating one.
Right, makes sense.
So hey, wave defense. Including explosive shanks, everyone's favorite.
They should have put a wave defense mode in. Bungie are kind of decent at that.
Yeah, I mean, for as much shit as I've given the wave defenses in the game, they are definitely really damn good. And they definitely do a good job of making you feel fucking outnumbered and almost outclassed.
Well, they kind of have it, let me just say. They have Gambit, which is wave defense, but then PvP included.
Gambit is a really neat idea, and I really like what they did. But that's also a story for another time.
In saying that, sometimes certain exotics can just make it a bit too easy.
Yeah, I mean, well, that's the case.
Not mentioning anything in specific, but I mean, the weapon also exists in Destiny 1, so.
So, I am running an exotic for these missions, or well, this mission. I am running the Black Spindle.
Sniper rifle, yes.
Yep.
Or the rocket launcher? I don't know.
No, it's a sniper, and it was actually something I meant to bring up back when we were talking about exotics and legendaries being similarly powerful in some cases. The Black Spindle, during the update where we unlocked that, Random Ninja kind of said how the Black Spindle was built off of an existing legendary sniper rifle, and the legendary was actually better. Just due to, like, the perk balancing and such. So, there is precedent for it. Hello.
I mean, it makes sense. It's kind of like, you know, you've got a proof of concept right there. All you need to do is just slap a fancy thing on it, or a couple of fancy things, and you're done.
Yeah. So, there is... So, I didn't really notice this as I was playing, but I definitely notice it now, looking at it after the fact. But there are cases where I'm within, like... I'm at point blank range. I could take a shot and kill something, but instead I chose to, like, throw a grenade at it. And that's specifically because the Sunbreaker's cauterizability for healing. So there's generally a method to, like, my madness during these things.
We won't mention that rocket.
It's fine. It was on target until it wasn't.
It was on target until it wasn't again.
So, Black Spindle, we've seen it a couple times now during the LP, like during the unlock and a few missions besides, but Black Spindle, every 3 precision headshots in a quick succession will automatically reload the weapon, which makes it incredibly good. It's I mentioned it's kind of like the icebreaker of year 2, and it actually also comes with the Mulligan perk, which means that it'll reload any missed shots. Well, not any, but it has a high chance of doing so.
Which means it's pretty good, not only for hitting, if you're good at aiming, but also if you're bad at aiming.
Yeah, it's not a bad weapon. Not at all.
I mean, obviously you'll have to reload it eventually, but it just becomes, hey, you now have, 3 bullets. Sorry, you now have 4 bullets instead of 3 bullets in the chamber, effectively.
No, actually, it's always got 3 in the mag.
Oh, does it reload it completely?
Yep.
Ah, okay. I thought it was like, adds chamber to the round or whatever that specific perk is.
Nope. It is definitely a kind of like a high risk, high reward kind of exotic in which you can keep up a good rate of fire if you aim well, but should you like miss, then you're stuck reloading like any other sniper rifle.
Unless you get lucky.
Yeah. And of course, it being a sniper rifle, it's got a really high impact rating, so it'll stun pretty much anything with the first shot you take. Except
Yeah,
for, like,
and also
like
it does
raid
just a
History
metric
will
ton
look
of damage.
well upon
Oh,
your
yeah.
actions here today, Guardian. Return to the Iron Temple. I'm eager to look at what you found.
So that's that first mission done. We got one more, and oh, hey guys, thanks for the assist.
You should know. The fallen
Backups
will not
arrived.
fall by chance.
Just
They
in
are
time.
readying an attack force to move on the city.
You're telling
Oh,
us
at least
this
they
now?
weren't Siva fallen.
Have faith. The Gjallarhorn was created to
They
deal
were
with
just
it
regular
just
old
like
fallen.
this.
How boring.
Arm yourself and see
How-
this done.
How blasé.
Ooh, God, so blasé. It made me yawn. They should just attach guns to their heads.
Oh yes. So here we are, Beauty and Delivery, and I'm using Shiro's regime again, the Year 2 variant.
Back in old Russia.
So now I'm gonna go ahead and break secrets here, but this is not my first attempt at starting this mission during this recording. But this mission is actually fairly difficult at its start. Like they toss a lot of dudes at you, like before you even really move.
Well, it's old Russia. It's fallen, dominated territory.
Yeah, it's why I'm kind of hanging back and just kind of taking out what I can before really getting into the meat of things. And of course, all the fallen slow mines everywhere as well.
I love those slow mines.
They really do.
Does it affect them? I'm not 100% sure.
That's a good question. I don't remember.
'Cause that seems like, not great technology for the Fallen. Obviously, they don't set them off on the ground. Because that would just be stupid. And then they would be idiots.
Yeah, so I looked away for one moment, and here's 3-4 vandals and a captain smacking me in the face with swords. Like, how...
I want to say they just came out of the ground.
How... Look! I turn away for one moment, and there's another one! All I want to do is take out that sniper vandal.
Look, at least they're doing a good job of protecting their snipers.
I guess so. Now I don't even know where he is. I don't even know if I killed him or not. Oh, there he is.
You'd be getting shot, right?
Found him.
Ah. Success.
And then there's that dreg just kind of standing in the middle of nowhere, just kind of looking at me.
Yeah. Sometimes the AI is not super smart.
And then there's this again. It's like, come on, give me a break.
Oh, you must have set that off.
I don't know. At this point, I'm just all sorts of confused. So this is actually the first time I'm doing this particular mission. I like I said, I kind of recorded out of order. So this is another reason why I'm kind of taking it slow, kind of looking around, checking everywhere.
Very slow and meticulous. Methodical, if you will.
Yeah. Hold down the trigger and nothing will fail, ever.
It's how I live my life.
Hello, Captain. I can't go through there for whatever reason, because, well, I know what the reason is, because it's an enemy's spawn.
Yeah, it's a spawn box.
Yeah. Even though it
Made
would
them
work,
way more obvious.
even though it would work just as well as a transit between, like, that room and this bridge. Can't do that.
Kind of takes the immersion out a little bit.
I guess, yeah. The darkness is too strong in that room. Can't do it.
Exactly. Your light can't penetrate the darkness.
I cast magic missile at the darkness. So,
I'm going to need some time to integrate these
more
lab
wave defense.
spaces. And,
And this one's gonna last a while.
nice
You see that progress
Use
bar?
your surroundings, young wolf.
Usually that goes a whole lot faster than this.
Ah, good.
Yeah, we're gonna be sitting here for a sec. Not to say we're gonna be completely without something to do,
You're an
but
Iron Lord. Your light is a dragon.
Be funny after all this is just like
Not
20
fall.
minutes of sitting there watching a progress bar.
so yeah, the Fallen are now throwing just about literally everything they can at us. But it's fine because we have hammers.
We all know the one true weakness of Fallen is giant hammers being flung at their faces.
The one true weakness of just about everything is is giant flaming hammers. There's nothing you can do to convince me otherwise.
Look, there's nothing I would do to try to convince you otherwise.
But Suros Regime was actually a really good pick for this mission. And I'm not just saying because it's like one of my more powerful exotics at the time of recording, but also because, you know, it deals a really good amount of damage. And specifically I'm referring to the fact that it heals occasionally on kill. Which, like what just happened there, it's really, really useful.
Ooh, a splicer key.
Yeah. Those are useful for, like, world events out in the Plague Lands, which I'm not going to be covering too much at all in the LP.
Ooh, a scorch cannon.
Yeah. When you run out of hammers, a Scorch Cannon is one of the next best things.
Did you even know there was this many Fallen on Earth?
And now it's just kind of a shooting gallery of freaking shanks everywhere.
I like Ghost's little comment there. Fallen must have a very good breeding regime.
Oh, yes. But we're putting that to an end today, I tell you what. So this is this machine gun I'm using is actually a House of Wolves machine gun. I can't remember what it's called though, unfortunately.
But I could not tell you.
It's pretty good though.
Yeah, it's interesting, like, on the topic of just things that they removed from Destiny 2, from Destiny 1. Machine guns only pretty recently got added back in.
And they are real good.
Yeah, it's a little bit weird, just... They actually really took a step backwards.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I'm not gonna try and, like... I won't defend Bungie on literally every decision they've made for Destiny 2. There's quite a bit I'm willing to excuse, but I just don't know about the machine guns.
I was gonna say, I don't have all the story. I don't think anyone will. Unless someone wants to speak out against Bungie specifically, or Activision, which, you know, is not great for a future career in the gaming industry. Oh, thank God.
Yeah, so halfway done this progress bar, and I don't know if this is supposed to happen or if I just killed things too quickly, but things just kind of stopped spawning. So we've got this incredibly tense music and there's nothing happening. Hence the speed up.
You killed every Fallen on Earth. Congratulations, you won Destiny.
Yeah. Nice.
Well, I mean, there's still the Cabal and the Hive and the Vex. Taken.
Yeah, but I feel like the Vex is a problem that's never going to get solved.
No, you just have to do one of the time machine thingies and go back and destroy the first Vex that was created.
Of course.
Just makes sense. It's the reverse Terminator.
Gotta admit,
Looking for
there it
subset
is.
unit 110259.
There's the name, Baron's Ambition. Thanks, past me. You're a pal.
He knew you'd have trouble.
Yeah. Look, if you can't look out for yourself, who can you look out for, right?
On the other hand, never trust anyone, even yourself.
I'm done. Come grab this thing.
Come grab this thing, and grab this thing we shall. It's Gjallarhorn time, baby.
Grab it with both
The
hands.
power of the Iron Lords now rests in your hands, Guardian. Use it. Clear the gap. And remind the Fallen what happened to their numbers so long ago.
Was it me? Was I what happened to them so long ago? Because
Apparently.
yeah, there it is, Gjallarhorn. Except I've got Zero's regime, so I have to swap it out. So they really want you to use Gjallarhorn here, but it's ultimately not the best idea. Because to end the mission, you actually have to kill 2 Fallen Walkers, and specifically 2 Siva Fallen Walkers. And rocket launchers are not the best at taking out those legs, which is it's interesting, especially considering the Wolfpack rounds for Gjallarhorn. Yeah, it does a lot of damage, but it's not enough concentrated damage to take out one of those legs quickly. And then, even when you do take out the legs, you still got to worry about the core.
Well, I guess the good news is it still does a lot of damage to outside of the Slicer Walker, and you do have infinite ammo.
Yep. So I kind of figured this was gonna happen. Like, as soon as I saw the Walker, I kind of knew that this was not the best tool for the job. But I gave it a go anyway because clearly that's what the game wants me to do.
I'd say so. I mean, it seems like a really good weapon.
Oh yeah, no, the Gjallarhorn is fantastic. I have absolutely nothing against the Gjallarhorn. It's just, like I said, rocket launchers not entirely suited for taking out walkers as quickly as, say, like a nice sniper rifle. Like the Black Spindle would have been perfect for this.
Well, I will say, actually, probably they're really good at... Ooh, ow. Probably they're really good at taking out the legs, specifically rocket launchers, maybe not the Gjallarhorn, but other rocket launchers are really good for targeting legs and taking them out very quickly, but definitely for the core itself, yeah, you're better with a weapon of some sort that doesn't require precision aiming. Or does, but I mean...
It's a different kind of precision. Like, instead of aiming where the explosion will reach the maximum amount of damage, you know, actually pinpoint accuracy.
Yeah, exactly.
So, yeah. We have one more video after this, and it's going to be one more exotic unlock. And I picked it specifically to be the finale for this LP series because I feel like it's fitting. I'm not going to reveal which one I chose or what the mission entails. Just know that it was chosen specifically. This was in the plan for a very long time.
I should say the last video of the LP series, unless you can find a few people who are willing to do some raids.
Which I would love to say that I would love to confirm that we're doing them, like, at all, but I cannot confirm that at this time. Finding and keeping a fire team together through just King's Fall has already been proving itself a challenge. Like, we've tried 2 or 3 times, Random Ninja, Heavenator, and I, and, like, plenty of people through Reddit.
It's just that hard of a raid.
It's that hard of a raid, and people are very impatient.
Makes sense. Probably most of the people you got would have been doing the raid for a very long time.
Yeah.
And will not suffer fools. Which is, pretty much the wrong idea to have.
Yeah. No, in general, the Destiny community for raiding is, like, fantastic. They're very understanding, very willing to kind of teach. But I guess that goes out the window after a raid's been out for a couple of years.
Yeah, definitely. And I'm gonna guess the House of Wolves raid is not easy either.
The Rise of Iron one?
Rise of Iron, that one, yeah. That's the
no, in fact, it's harder, from what I have heard. I have not actually experienced it as of yet, but I've Random Ninja has told me some stories.
And then Destiny 2, apparently the Forsaken raid took people a very long time to do.
Which
and then the most recent raid they released with the Black Armory.
Yes.
Apparently took people like an hour.
No. Alright, there we go. The walker's done. It's done. No more of this nonsense.
We've done it. We've done the second last video.
Yep.
Second to last.
And Gjallarhorn is ours, and
Truly an Iron Lord.
we're now truly an Iron Lord.
Aw, he's such a nice guy underneath all the armor.
Find me again at the Iron Temple, young wolf. I will look upon your new weapon and deliver my congratulations in person.
And I'll show you what's under my armor.
So here we are yet again at Fellwinter Peak. This will be our last visit. So say farewell.
Thanks to you, I face the future.
To Lord Salad.
Lord Salad, the Green.
You stood against the fallen as an Iron Lord. You have followed
Lord of the Iron Utensils.
once again secured the future of the city.
Lord of the Tongs.
I can think of no one more deserving to carry the weapon you now bear.
Also, his title is very, very distracting. I was trying to find a place where it wasn't obstructing him.
You can't look directly into his eyes. That's why the Iron Lord there is blocking it.
Alright, so yeah. One more to go.
Just one more.